Jerry Jones joining us now here on Sean and RJ 105.3 The Fan. Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Hey, good morning, man. Good to be with you.
Were you working on another trade for the defense on the phone line there?
Not so much. I was getting a little getting a little better shape. I'm in New York right now, and just got in here, and so I was late on the call, guys.
Has your heart rate settled down from that crazy thriller on Sunday?
Well, I'm so proud of that guy you just had on. Boy, I'll tell you, and he's homegrown, which makes it even that much better. But what a player, what a kicker. Sure excited about really, and as we all know, you can't say enough, but what a weapon to get him from that far out.
Is he the most automatic employee you've ever had in your entire years?
Well, I don't know that we should talk about employees like automatic, but if we can, you can sure count on him. And I like the way we confidently lined the winning kick up and just took as almost a perfunctory function out there. And boy, it's really going to serve us well. And of course, any numbers of things can give you confidence as a team, as a whole. And there's no question we grew with the effort of hanging in there, coming back. We know now that can happen to us. We can come back like that, and all of that makes you grow and makes us a better team for sure.
Jerry, I'm going to make you some more money. As soon as you get off this phone call, you can call your merchandise people, because our listeners are saying there's only like one piece of Brandon Aubrey merchandise on the team website, so they want more of that if you're interested.
Well, that's good signal. I'm sure our guys have that noted. They're asleep. They're asleep if they've missed this one.
Jerry Jones joining us here on 105 The Fan. Okay, Jerry, so you guys just got the extension done with Tyler Smith last week. Got Deron Bland done recently, Jake Ferguson this offseason. So is Brandon Aubrey the next in line to get a deal here?
Well, he certainly is coming, and we'll be looking at that. Probably have had communication since the kick with that, but he's certainly in the future.
Jerry, incredible emotion afterwards. We saw you in the locker room. Just take us inside there with Brian Schottenheimer getting his first win.
You know, what an event for him to get his first win and get it like that. And I'll tell you, he's been real impressive these first two ball games, Brian, I'm talking about. And so it was quite a feeling. It was wonderful. We took the game ball, and even though Brandon had a fabulous game that he had, it was just appropriate, and everybody knew it was for. We grabbed that ball, and I gave it to Dak to give to Brian for his very first win in his career, and it'll be one that he'll always remember. I had Herschel Walker sign my first ball on our first win. It was the only win for the year back in 1989. I had this writer come in and was visiting, and after we'd had our visit, he was from out of town, and I took him back and showed him that ball. That was after that first year, and I said, "This is my win. I'm so proud of it." He starts laughing. He said, "I bet you're the only one in sport that can say, 'This is my win.'" One win.
Jerry Jones joining us here on 105 through the Fan.
Of it.
Jerry, last week you told us Dak Prescott and Kenny Clark were the highest graded players you guys had internally. Who stood out for you guys when looking back on Sunday's game?
Well, by the way, Kenny had another really great game, and obviously the kicking game was really good. But Dak played another tremendous game out there, and 33 is really looking good, and really proud of what he's doing for us in the running game. Those guys really stood out. Inside there, we had some good play by our entire group inside on defense, and we did a good job against the run. Obviously, we've got work to do in that back there on defense, and it was pretty evident the kinds of things that were flawed out there that we'll must correct. But boy, I'll tell you what, they sure did a great job of. I believe the quarterback had a career game against us, and he's had career games. But O'Brien Schottenheimer said before the meeting, on Friday, he told our group that he said, I've coached this guy, and he really can throw the deep ball, probably better or as well as anybody I've ever been around or heard about. And sure enough, he had that kind of game against us.
Jerry, what have the coaches said, and what have you noticed and witnessed last 2 years, this year and last? I mean, you break in new coordinators. It's a tough start. Is it a communication issue? Is it a talent issue on the defense? Which one is it?
Oh, I think it's a buying into as much as anything. It's buying into the scheme. You've got to handle your responsibilities. And you got to really do that all over the defense, whether it's in the back end or whether it's up on the front. You've got to do your responsibility. That's first and foremost. And then make that play if it's there. But the main thing is you can't just be there trying to make a play. You've got to have your responsibilities, make sure that's covered before you abandon that area and try to go out and make a play. A lot of times just coming right in your hole, and that'll solve everything. But you can't be a lone ranger out there. You got to be a part of the team.
Jerry Jones.
And that's the hard part, getting it together so that everybody's doing their thing.
Jerry, do you feel
doing their thing?
Sorry about that. Jerry Jones here on 105.3 The Fan. Jerry, do you feel like you've been missing Micah's pass rush the first 2 weeks?
Well, I think you can miss Micah at any time, and you can't argue that. I think that of what we have though is a defense that when we get it down, we get our gap responsibilities, as they call it. When we get that down, then I think that what we've done will be sound over a period of time. And that's as we add pieces to the defense, and we're going to, just as we did yesterday, then I think that we will take up anything that we have been missing the last two games.
Is there someone out there like a Stephon Gilmore who has been here before that you might look to bring in?
Oh, you're talking about on defense. We've got help on the way. We are talking about in the secondary. And, yes, we've got help on the way, and it's internally. And, of course, Bland wasn't out there. And we've got certainly Ravel, our outstanding young corner. And, frankly, maybe one of the best corners as a young corner that I've seen us put on the roster. Well, he's on the way. And we'll start looking at him. I think he was, from the start of the first game, he was 4 games out when he would be available for us to get. Once you put him in a certain status, and he wasn't available to start the season, once you put him in the status, he's 4 games away. His injury situation right now will allow him to be there in the 4th game or after the 4th game.
Jerry Jones joining us here on 105 through the Fan. Jerry, what changed from last week when Jadeveon Clowney left the building up to Sunday afternoon when you guys went ahead and got a deal done during the game?
Not a thing. We just he just wanted to cogitate on it, think about it, and we warned him when he came to the building, and so we all had good visits with him. I had a good visit with him, and we're really pleased to have him in here. He's an outstanding football player, really is, and can help us. He's got he hits the ground running, and he was in the team picture yesterday. We signed his contract there in the draft room, and 10 minutes later he was in the team picture. So, boy, this day and time, a player like that, you can plug him in.
Jerry, you've had some other guys like Pickens and others come in here, immediate impact. Does that help you feel better about the immediate impact that Clowney can make?
Well, yes. Yes, and that's what it's. That's the purpose. And what we're going to ask him to do won't be foreign to him at all. And he's really appears to be in real good shape. And so he's got that experience, and we'll start benefiting from him immediately.
Jerry, his agent said, really, I'm getting him signed over there because I want to know Jerry's definition of glory hole and if it's the same as mine. That came from Jadavion's agent. So could you just clarify that for him?
Well, he knows it's an oil field term. Comes from out when you're in the business of drilling wells, and it's when you've basically made a big well, and if mentally or physically picture just drilling a well and all of a sudden having all the oil start coming out at once and going in the air, and that's when you've known you've hit a glory hole.
Jerry,
I'm not going the other place, guys. I'm not going with you. Too early in the morning.
Jerry Jones joining us here on the fan. Jerry, you guys lost Cooper Beebe to injury on Sunday. It also appeared like the tackles had a little bit of a tough day as well. Do you have any concerns right now about your offensive line?
Well, yes, that right there. That it'll be a loss. We'll have to adjust, but. That's more sensitive. A lot of people don't realize, although it just seems like it's automatic, that snap, that exchange between that quarterback, and you noticed we had a bad one immediately when the new center came in. And so that is a concern, and we'll get better play than we had from Guyton. He can do better than that. He did much better than that the week before. He can come out. Now, I want to give them credit. They've got an outstanding defensive line, the New York Giants. And so that'll make you look bad if you've got it in you any place. That'll make you look bad. And so it did. And so I expect better play there.
Jerry Jones joined us here at 105 through the fan. All right, there was a play in this game. There was 4 flags on the play. One on CD, was unsportsmanlike, and then 3 were on the Giants. And they were offsetting, and we get it, right? Penalty on each offsetting. But when one team has 3 and one team has 1, is that not letting the team with 3 off the hook a little bit? I mean, should the league not look to change that so it's not necessarily offsetting?
Well, either that or it tells me if you see the team, your team get a foul, just go ahead and get them all out of your system at one time. Everybody back a foul.
Jerry, Deron Bland and Cavante, how are you feeling about them for Chicago?
I think we've got a chance with Bland, and we'll just see how it goes on Devontae. But Bland's got a real chance, I think.
Jerry Jones here on the fan. Jerry, can you just take us into your decision-making process and how you guys went about honoring Charlie Kirk before the game? I heard your statement afterwards, but how do you as an organization just sit down with the family or the front office and decide that?
Well, I think that the obvious is that, as I said after the game, I was a young person in the 60s, and we had that period of time in the late 60s when we had several assassinations, not to even be tried about it, almost to say it that way makes me shiver. But and it was a sad time and a notable time and one that no one forgot. And we've got to realize that we've been here before, and we've just got to, as a country, just be aware and let's be attentive and make sure that we're all together relative to violence, and that's not what we're about. So I felt, and we all felt, that it was appropriate to make that note in front of a national audience.
Jerry, last one. Are you familiar with what a shotty is, and did you have any with Coach after the win?
Well, it sounds real close to a shot that I'm used to. And I can assure you there was a shot or two.
There we go.
As a result of that win. if you can't have one there, man, you might as well put it to the bed because that was an exciting time for us, and I enjoy. You can imagine, he's got a great following. Brian does, and everybody was so excited for him. And as you've read, his mom was on her way to the game and fell in the airport and broke her arm and couldn't get there. But it's a shame they weren't hugging, but I know they were hugging in spirit. And but my goodness, can you imagine how it must have felt to have your very first NFL win as a head coach after spending a lifetime in and around it, and then have it in the manner that we won that game and with the excitement behind it. So everybody is still, I think we're allowed a couple of days here to enjoy the moment, but we're still proud for Schottenheimer here to get his first win.
Well said. Congratulations. Thank you for the radio gold as always, and enjoy New York. We'll hear you Friday.
Hey, guys. All right, sir. Talk to you later. Bye.